Monday Night Raw from Toledo, Ohio, the Huntington Center.
402 Sports Drop Recap Rundown.
Rundown.
It's the rundown. Ooh. I don't know what that was. Carry
on. So we start the show with Drew McIntyre coming to the ring. Fans chanting CM Punk already.
So what does he do? Talks about CM Punk.
Right. Exactly. Interrupted by Judgment Day, Priest, Finn, and JD. No Dom with them, which is,
no Dom at all.
No Dom at all.
All show.
Priest says he wants Judgment Day ringside so they can see him beat up Drew.
He basically said, you're going to face Finn. And if Finn wins, then all of them are going to we'll all be there. But if he doesn't win, then it's just me and you one-on-one, and I'm still going to beat you.
Right. So our next segment was with Liv and Dom backstage. Liv coming on to Homeboy like hardcore.
Oh, and she looked really enticing laying there the way she was kind of just set up there. She looked really enticing and really good. She's playing that role really well.
Yeah, very much so. The woods were created down below.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know how Dom felt about it, but, he had to have thought the same thing because human looking at a female human, it is what it is. I even know he's got a very pretty wife at home.
He's just playing it off right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to be cool for the Judgment. Oh, I'm the Judgment Day woman. Don't get me.
And because
I'm hanging around mommy. Yeah.
He knows Rhea's watching.
I heard that she is ready for a comeback already.
And the way I love the way Liv said that. Dom's like, when Rhea gets back, she's gonna kill you. She's gonna kill you too.
Rhea's gonna kill you.
Yep, she's gonna kick your ass too because I'm the champion because of you.
Right. So Liv slid the card into Dominic's pants.
Well, Liv slid the card down Dominic's chest, saying, "Why do you want to be with a girl who wants to be called mommy?" And sticks it right in his waistline and says, "Why don't you get with a girl who calls you daddy?"
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good. I was like, ah!
I forgot about that.
Talking about storyline.
Oh, wow.
At work, me and Jessica cringes at daddy. And so I think it's funny when I went to work, I told her the segment. She's like, oh my God. I was like, it's hilarious. It was hilarious. But yeah, I thought it was pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Don't call her mommy. I'll call you daddy.
So our next segment is Io Sky in the ring with Damage Control and match with Lia Valkyria, which Io won.
I know. It made me mad. Lyra was looking really nice, though. She was looking good. She's really good in the ring, too.
Yeah, very much so.
She didn't lose any momentum in that match, though.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
I mean,
that's the way it ended.
It was all because of Damage Control that she won.
Well, it was because of the referee.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the spot in there where the referee stopped her from going after Io?
Yeah.
And then she looked at her like, what are you doing? Why are you stopping me? And then Io comes and hits her and gets her off and knocks her off her groove.
Yep.
The refs. I don't know what was up with the ref.
Yeah, after the match, Io and Damage Control attacked Lyra, and Lyra saved by Carter and Chance.
Yeah, that was really weird. It didn't even look like they really were really worried about her. It was kind of like, this is our spot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't look genuine. It just didn't look genuine.
No, it was I don't know, just kind of a
filler.
Kind of, but I don't want to say filler because that's not in the Trips thing. He don't like fillers.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll have one once in a while. There was a couple, but
yeah. And they came out and they helped her out. And I like Katana Chance, but kind of it's weird.
Yeah.
Something weird about it.
Yeah. Next segment goes back to Dom backstage with Finn and Carlito. It says Liv was there, and he puts the key card on the table. And I believe, is it where Priest walks in?
The key card was on the. She gave him the key card. Dom threw it on the table, and it was like face up. And then when they come in there, they're talking about the key card, and then he pulls it back out. Dom pulls it back out of his pocket, throws it on the table, and was like, "Oh, da 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 da." And that's when we came up. Me and Albert were coming up with it was a different key card, and then it ended up being the same key card. But yeah, he pulled it out of his pocket, and then
take it.
By the end of the conversation,
later. I think that's later.
Yeah,
I think
it's laying there.
Yeah, that's later.
We were hoping that R-Truth came in and took it.
That would have been funny.
What is this?
Oh, well, find out where this goes.
Yeah. That was a pretty short segment with Finn, Carlito, and Dom.
Yeah.
But the next segment is LWO and Braun versus Judgment Day and Carlito. First time you see Dom back in the ring since his injury.
He looked good though.
Yeah. Yeah.
He always does. He knows how to wrestle.
Yeah.
Want to raise a wrestler.
So Liv is distracting Dom, and he tells her she has to leave, and she gets knocked off onto Dom. And then pretty seductively,
she starts to ride him.
Yeah.
She rides him. There is no other way to say it. She was riding him.
Yeah.
If any grown man has ever had a woman ride him, you know exactly what she was doing.
Mm-hmm. And it looked like she was grinding in a little bit.
Oh yeah. I've had a lap.
Yeah. That's very, I don't know how, being a young spry kid like he is, I don't know how he didn't have woods.
You never know.
We will never know either.
I tell you, my pecker would have been so hard, I've been busting through the pants.
Yeah, and then look at his old lady at home like,
yeah,
what the hell are you doing?
I'm like, no, you didn't, bitch.
Uh-huh.
Earrings start coming off, Vaseline pops out. Next thing you know, she's down.
Taking her shoes off.
Yeah.
And she's a Latino girl, so she'd probably grab a shank.
Yeah. But Zelina attacks Liv from being on top of Dom, and Dragon Lee actually pins Carlito in after the whole disruption thing. So LWO and Braun get the win.
And Braun was down for a while.
Yeah. And he took a bump this time. His last match he didn't take a bump, but this time he did. So maybe he's getting a little bit more comfortable, not so stiff.
I was worried he was going to hit Liv when he was running around like that.
Yeah.
I was like, uh-oh, you better not hit Liv, because that's going to be a bad look on Braun.
Mm-hmm.
He'll come around.
Well, as soon as he goes back to the Wyatt family.
Yeah, and I think that's inevitable.
Yeah, I think he is.
Next match is Sammy versus Otis. Pre-match, Sammy says he will put an end to this once and for all with Chad in Alpha Academy. On Sammy's way to the ring, he gets attacked by Gable. Is that
never-ending feud for right now?
So Gable attacks Sammy, and Tozawa and Maxine comfort Otis. Then Gable holds up Sammy for Otis. Gable attacks Otis, Maxim twice, and Otis gets pumped up and attacks Sammy.
Yeah, and does a strongest man slam.
Yep. And he turns towards Gable and backs him into a corner. Gable cowering.
And then he goes back out and he hits Maxine and Tozawa, and Gable smiles because he came out on top of the situation. No matter what the wreckage was, he came out on top. Manipulation.
Yeah, big time. Big Stockholm syndrome, I think, is what's going on.
Yeah, something like that.
Next segment, we have Miz looking for R-Truth and finally finds him. Had been looking for him all night.
Oh, he was talking to his therapist or the card reader.
Yeah. And he finds out, he says they got a match tonight against the APA.
Yeah. What? The APA? The APA haven't been around forever.
Right. He goes, that's not possible, Truth. No, I'm telling you, dude. It was the fortune teller. Then it turns out to be what's her face? Scarlett.
Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Scarlett. Comes out to be her, and then she gives Miz the card, and it's the death card, and he realizes it's the AOP, not APA.
Yeah. And R-Truth says at the end of the segment, it's written in the stars. They're going to die. We're going to die tonight.
I die for this shit, Craig.
It was funny. Just them small segments of truth like that are golden.
They're hilarious. They're hilarious. I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. Hate's a bad word. I don't dislike him that much. It's just some of the segments don't belong. The world title segment did not belong. That right there, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. That was comedy right to where it needed to be. And then it was done.
Right. Exactly. And I've been watching a lot of shorts on Facebook and whatnot. And R-Truth has put out a lot. And some of them are pretty freaking funny.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of him and Goldust back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
R-Truth and Goldust.
What were they called?
Golden Truth.
The
Golden
Golden Truth. Oh, well, that was hilarious because Goldust would do the same thing. Goldust was just as funny as R-Truth.
Yeah. Aye.
Yeah. Goldust was just as funny as R-Truth.
Yeah, Tourette.
No, he got shocked and he developed the tick.
Yeah. And I like when he talks and he runs out of breath as he's finishing it. I love the way he would do that. He would talk and he would just run all the way out of breath.
Yeah. And Goldust and Booker. Them segments were hilarious too.
Yeah, that was because it was always Goldust would give off those kind of small gay vibes.
Yeah.
And Booker T would just be like, "What?
Tell me
he didn't just say that."
It was great. But yeah. Truth is funny.
He is. There's a lot of humor. It's just I like when the real segments were getting overshadowed with the humor.
Mm-hmm.
That was my only problem with it. Other than that, I don't mind R-Truth.
Yeah.
That's what R-Truth's going to be used for.
But that's the only reason he's still there.
He's getting older.
Funny.
And I like that they have a belt on him, a legitimate belt. I just don't like the fact that it's kind of a comedic thing. Because you look at R-Truth from like TNA when he was just Ron Killings.
Let's go all the way back to K-Quick.
Yeah.
With Road Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
And he got let go from WWE because of his addictions.
Yeah.
Got let go and then went to TNA and then they brought him back.
Yeah. I mean, he can still go. He's a good wrestler when he's focused.
Even as K-Quick, he was really good. So it shows that he has that talent in him.
Right. He is a rapper, and he was backup for a backup dancer for Tupac, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
He's that old?
Oh yeah, he's like 50-some years old, dude.
Oh, he's a good age.
He's like 53.
And those black dude genetics growing old, man. They always look good until they're like 70.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I've heard that before. A lot of people say black dudes don't age.
Yeah. So our next segment is Jade Cargill and Bianca. I believe it's a triple threat with Alba Fire, Ally Dawn, Zoe Stark, and Shayna.
Yep.
Shayna gets pissed for some reason and chokes out Alba Fire during the match. Is over. It is a squash match.
Yeah, it was.
That's why when we watched the PLE, I thought that Shayna and Zoe was going to win because of how quick that was, how dominant of a win that was.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you, we don't ever know what's going to happen.
No. And that's what I said last night. Now with the Trips era, they watch. They pay attention to what all of us are saying. Mm-hmm. All of them are saying. All the wrestling fans are saying. So when you start thinking something, you got to figure it out. They're going to change it. Kind of like I said last night with The Rock. You realize that this direction is not working and the crowd don't want it. So you know what? Let's flip it on the crowd. All those big heads, all those talking heads in wrestling were saying, it's The Rock versus Roman. It's The Rock versus Roman. It's The Rock versus Roman. And then next thing you know, everything went to shit. He became the final boss. It became a big old giant fight with him and Seth Rollins and and Cody Rhodes, and it changed everything. They completely flipped the script on everybody.
The drop of a dime too, like that.
And all the way till the finish, nobody knew what was going to happen. All the way until Taker came in is when you realize that I think Cody's going to take it. Other than that, I didn't know where it was going. I didn't even think Cody would win it. That's the good thing about it.
Just never know. The next match was Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov. Fantastic, hard-hitting match.
Those two are
Hell of a
made for
match.
each other.
Oh
And
yeah.
I can't remember who did it, but I think it was Ilya that I dubbed it the Nut Crunch Suplex, where he grabbed him between the legs and then suplexed him.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought it was really weird the way he grabbed him
Yeah.
like that. I was like, that's a bit of a dig deep.
Yeah. So I dubbed it the Nut Crunch Suplex. And then he did 2 coast to coast by Ilya. But,
That was kind of weird.
yeah, yeah. But Braun wins
Shane's
with
the
a
one that made
massive
that.
spear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Braun wins with a massive spear.
But didn't he hit 2 or 3 spears on him?
Throughout the match, yeah.
Yeah. And then he
Yeah,
finally
but that
finished with
last
that
one was
Nobody-
massive.
Nobody was. I think they were both put over because it was that good of a match.
Oh yeah,
It was a
it was.
fantastic match.
That
Yeah.
that was a Gunter Sheamus match. Totally.
Yeah.
It was with the other guys. It was a Benoit Chris Jericho match.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a solid match.
Hard hitting, just all, and that was kind of that was for what they did in NXT. NXT, man, they took it up notches, man. It was a 5-star match all day long.
I can't believe that they ran it back again. That's wild. That's what I think is wild that they ran it back again.
Yeah, that soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Next match, or next segment, we have the Judgment Day backstage. This is where Finn kind of deals the card.
Takes the card.
Yeah.
Well, they're all talking about everything and like, let's go out there. We got to get this done. Let's get it done. We're getting it done. And right when he's like, all right, they're all like, let's go. Finn goes, shh, sticks it in his pocket right away. And it's like,
yeah.
why the hell did you
Yeah.
take it?
So I'm just
Maybe
putting
he
this out
wanted
there. I
some
know
action.
we talked about it. Could Finn and Liv be planning something to make Dom look dumb?
Could be.
Maybe.
So Dom goes back with Rhea, and it's Finn and Liv that are kind of puppet mastering this whole thing.
Why would Liv want that? Liv doesn't want that. Liv wants to take everything from Rhea, including Dom.
I think that's just a ploy. Break
Unless
up
she takes-
Judgment Day.
Or unless she's taking everything from Rhea,
By
even
breaking
the
up
Judgment Day. Or
Mhm.
even joining the Judgment Day, even being a part of it with Dom. Instead
Sure.
of having Rhea, then now it's McDonough, Finn, Dom, and Liv. Priest is gone. And if they do get Priest out of there like everybody really wants, I don't want it. But if Priest gets out of there, they bring Liv in, then it's those 4. And then Rhea comes back, and now Rhea's got to fight the Judgment Day.
I already think that they're just starting, but they have started breaking them up.
They've started turmoil.
Yeah. Not as much breaking them up, but like Benny said, they're creating doubt within each other.
I don't
And
think
then-
Priest wants to be in the Judgment Day anymore either. I think he wants to just do his own thing.
Very well.
I mean,
that would be
he's
fine.
capable of doing it. He doesn't need him.
Well, who doesn't want to run with the crew?
What
Baron
else do
Corbin,
they
maybe?
have? You know, what else?
All depends on how the story's written.
Well, exactly. And or maybe Liv is going to take the AJ Lee route. Second face with John Cena, second face with Bryan, and then who else did she have? Bryan was her boyfriend. She kissed on Cena. Who was she with?
She did
was
a
kiss-
lot of stories.
Oh, she was kissing on a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Bellas
I
kissed
remember.
on Bryan. And I love that in that Total Divas when Nikki goes, I kissed him first. She was the first one to kiss him before Brie did, and then him and Brie hooked up. But yeah, Nikki said that I kissed him first. I was like, oh, that's messed up. That's so messed up. That's so messed up. Some things are left unsaid.
Yeah. Way to go, Nikki.
Hey, I've been a victim of it too. I've said stupid shit. My
Yeah,
big
I think we've
big
all
giant
been.
buddy grabbed me by the back of my neck, was like, just because it's you, Benny. Just because it's you. And I was like, okay, I was out of place. I was out of line. I'm sorry. Yeah, he grabbed me the back of my neck and
That was-
told me, just
That
because
was in
it's
your
you.
younger days, so
Oh, my younger days? Oh, yeah, that was half my age, bro.
I think we've all did it back then. I don't think I'd do it now.
No.
I would have done it just for GP.
Yeah, exactly. But people are, as you get older, you get more sensitive.
Yeah.
You could just brush it off easy when you're younger. It didn't bother you.
Yeah.
But yeah, unless she goes that route. But I don't think so. I think it's going to be the whole Dom situation. And I bet you anything, the key card never comes up again.
Probably not.
The Finn Balor key card thing, I think he took it like you don't need it. So I'll hold on to it.
Oh, he looked like he wanted.
It happened so fast though. I don't really even think anything. He was
Well,
telling
the way he
had it
looked
for
at
a little while though.
He
had
looked
in
at
his
it before
pocket
he
for a
took it.
while.
So he's like, and I'm trying to think like you. I'm like, okay, I see it there. Is anybody going to take it? No. Okay, I'm going to take it. And he sneakily put it in his pocket, like big secret.
And they caught his ass.
Well, nobody in the Judgment Day did. Nobody in that room caught him doing it.
Well, they caught it and made him put it on the table.
No, he put it in his pocket and they left because that's when they were
Yeah.
headed out to the ring to the match.
Are
And
we
they
talking
said,
about Finn or Dom?
Finn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they said it gave her the key card. She gave him the key card, and then Dom pulled out his pocket and threw it on the table. And they're like, "Why did you have it in your pocket?"
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it. And I kept on thinking, I don't want R-Truth to get it.
I would have loved R-Truth to get it.
And the only reason I say that, and I was pushing that point so much, is because as soon as the Miz said, "I can't find R-Truth," I was like, "Oh shit, he got himself into something."
Oh yeah, he's getting in trouble.
Getting in something.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. So our next segment is Drew backstage is joined by Sheamus. Kind of
Talk homie, buddy.
yeah. Yeah. Stop
Wasn't
being a
looking up
dumbass.
to it.
Much. What he needed to hear.
Yeah.
Wasn't pleasant, but and Drew kind of took it as, okay, he's my boy, he's got my back.
And it really looked genuine. It looked like a genuine
Mm-hmm.
conversation. It really didn't look like it was forced or anything. Because those two, I seen that those two are really best buddies for a long time.
Yeah.
Since they've been in there, they've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Why not be friends with Sheamus? It's a good guy to have on your side.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Banger.
Except for the red hair, man. He needs to stop doing
Sheamus
that
runs
shit.
my house.
Damn kitty cats. Oh.
Whooping the dog's ass.
Next segment is Awesome Truth versus AOP, or as Truth said, APA. You know what? I don't think it was that bad of a match.
I
to
don't
be honest
either.
with you.
They just need to drop that excess weight.
Yeah. Karrion Kross gets involved and New Day attacks him ringside, and Awesome Truth get the win.
Yep.
Get the quick pin. I think it was the Miz that pinned some Akam, I think.
Yeah, he the schoolboy.
Yeah.
He rolled him up. Most devastating move in all of pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise roll up.
Yeah.
I was shocked the way that ended.
I was, but I wasn't. I kind of give it the they kind of Forrest Gump their way to the win, because I don't think they had a chance to win if all the scenarios didn't happen. If all the scenarios didn't happen, they wouldn't have won. But everything happened, and they took advantage of it happening, and they end up with the titles still. But I do think those titles are coming off them soon.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think so too. Next segment was Braun Breaker and Ricochet fighting backstage. And the more I think about this, is it their way of writing him off TV? Because he got beat like eggs for an omelet. He was getting whooped.
But
I don't think we see him again.
The funny thing about that is we killed the WCW. One of the segments in the first episode, they talk about Kevin Nash, Rey Mysterio talking about what they're going to do. Ray said, throw him through the window. Kevin said, hell no, I'm not throwing you through that little ass window.
Yeah.
And then so he said, well, then throw me into the trailer, like a lawn dart. And so that's what he did. And that just came out. And then what does Braun do? Braun throws him into the freaking trailer like a lawn dart, and damn, he hits hard.
Oh,
And
Oh,
that
man.
thud when he hit, oh
Mhm.
man, I don't care if you're a wrestling fan or not. You want to call it fake? Tune into this.
Hey,
Yeah.
not that
Man.
not only that he hit the trailer hard, he hit the ground hard.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about when he thudded on the ground.
Yeah, that was
The
a
trailer is one thing. You could smack the trailer and look like and sound thud. You can't
That's
smack
freaking
that
scary.
ground like that. He hit hard.
Yeah, and then going almost through the windshield of that car.
Yeah.
Well, he
And
did
then
break the windshield.
there's the other
Mhm.
thing. What started the freaking what started the fight between who's Jungle Boy? What's his name?
Perry and CM Punk.
Jack Perry and CM Punk. Remember that argument? What started that was he wanted to go through the windshield. And they said no, and he wanted to do it. So they called upon Punk to go talk to him.
Mhm.
And then he made that gesture when he walked out. Look, it's a windshield. Wow, you could go through it. And then they threw him through the windshield and did the lawn dart. I think Creative was actually digging.
Yeah,
Hey, you didn't do this, AEW.
yeah.
And I
But
think
you-
that's why they're going to start the feud with Braun and Ilya, because Ricochet's gone.
Well, I
Are
don't.
you sure?
know, I don't know if he.
I'm pretty
Nothing's for sure yet. He says he wants to, but with his girl still being there, he's not going to go to AEW while
Nope.
Samantha Irvin's there.
Yeah, why would he leave Samantha? And why would Samantha not stay if he left?
Right.
Samantha she's got it solid. You got a good job. Why you
How
want
Yeah.
sure we are that she's going to stay?
I don't know. What I'm saying now is why would she leave a good job to go to a struggling job?
Right.
Is she going to be the new ring announcer there? Is she going to be his manager there? What does she have there? Like when Moxley left, what did Renee stay and do? She stayed doing what she was good at in a good company.
Mm-hmm.
And then she left. And now when she left, where'd she go? Home
AEW.
and then home. Now she's home.
Mhm.
She don't work for AEW anymore, does she?
Thought
Yeah.
she was.
Yeah. She's
Oh, I've never
backstage.
I've never seen her.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
watch.
back- she's-
Backstage.
I don't
she's
watch,
backstage interviewer. Yeah.
Okay.
But she doesn't have the stuff that she had in WWE.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the
Running the bump,
podcast,
running
the
all of
bump,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She don't have none of that.
No. It's I don't see why Samantha would leave. I think she's
No.
got it perfect there, and she's great at what she does.
Mhm.
I don't see why she would leave, and I don't see why Ricochet would leave either.
Yeah. I hope
No,
I hope he doesn't, but I don't think he likes the way he's
Character?
being booked.
Yeah, I think if they creative does something better for him or has something planned better for him, it would work out.
And they
Maybe
gave
that's
him the
why-
speed championship, but
Maybe that's why they did what they did. Give him a little time off so they can negotiate.
negotiate. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
I think,
Um,
I really honestly, I think the only thing AEW has to offer right now is getting paid. That's
That's it.
what drowned it out WCW.
Right.
They brought all the big dogs in, then the prisoners took over the prison. That's what happened. And so and Tony Khan, isn't that his name?
Yeah.
That dude looks like
Jesus.
he's on his last leg. He looks like he's running the Bad News Bears and he don't know what to do anymore.
Hmm.
He does. He looks stressed out all the time.
He's not a promoter though. That's the
No,
thing.
no.
He's totally new to the wrestling business, and
He knows nothing about wrestling.
his thing is, if I can't beat it, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I'll
that's
have
what
my dad buy
Who does
it.
that remind you of?
Bitch ass. Bischoff.
Vince.
Bischoff.
Yeah.
I thought I would think more Bischoff because Vince already had all of it.
Well, Vince knew the wrestling business,
Yeah, he knew the business.
but he
His dad
also
was in the
pushed
business.
his money.
Yeah, he pushed money, but that dude don't
What-
know the business, and neither did Bischoff. He didn't know the business either. He was listening to the people telling him how to run the business.
Mhm.
Back then.
Yeah, because he didn't know. And then once he got so far, and they brought too many people in, then he gave creative to Nash, is where everything started falling apart.
Mhm.
Yeah, went down the ditch.
And plus, you had Hogan in there, and Hogan's not a good guy to have help promote you because Hogan's promoting Hogan. Hogan's the
Mhm.
biggest fan of Hogan, and all Hogan cares about is Hogan.
Right.
Actually, it was Hogan's idea to drop the belt to Goldberg because he's hot.
Was it really?
Yeah, that's what Bischoff said. Hogan called and said, It's time to do it. Let's put him over. And so Hogan's the one who wanted to put over Goldberg. Hogan was also getting old and probably tired of running for so long. And when you're the champion, you're gonna run. Look at Stone Cold said it best. It's like running into a brick wall after running for so long. You slam into a brick wall and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Roman
It's hard to
Roman
pick
did
it
it
up.
too. Yeah. And it gets stale after a while.
But Roman was, I mean, I
He was a
get
part-timer a lot.
well, and that goes back to the leukemia thing. I didn't know that he still to this day takes a daily pill for leukemia. It's a low dose chemo every single day.
My little brother does that too.
And I'll be any type of chemo is
wear on the body.
Super hard on your body. Oh, it's super hard. And recovery isn't there. Your blood cells are all messed up. Your blood work's all jacked up. You feel like crap. And I don't blame Roman for not being a full-time in the last, 3-4 years?
Yeah.
I don't blame him whatsoever.
I don't blame him.
Get healed.
But it sucks when you're our top guy.
Right.
That's what sucks.
Yeah.
When you're our top guy and this is happening, that's the shitty part.
Very.
If he wasn't the top guy and he was showing up every once in a while, it would be one thing. But wrestling fans, we look at it from one angle. You're not on the shows. You guys aren't on the shows. So that's what bothers it, is you're not on the show. We don't see your title.
Once you get it, once you get leukemia, you don't never not have it anymore. You go in remission, but it's still there.
Yeah. And he's in remission and he's still having to take the chemo pill every day. And you touched on it, Benny, and I agree 100%. As a wrestling fan, if you're the top guy, you got to be there.
Yeah. And so many levels, because like looking back at the day when Hogan, it worked back then because we had so little. So he didn't have to work so much. But nowadays we have so much. And look, Cody rises to the challenge every time.
Yeah. He's a good champion, kind of like Priest. Priest is there every week.
Oh yeah, Priest is always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what it takes to be a champion.
Yeah.
Seth was always there. Seth was always there.
Yeah. Brings us to our main event of the night. The ring announcer for this match was Pat McAfee, which was hilarious.
Oh yeah, because after that, Ricochet got ran off to the hospital, and so Samantha packed her bags and took off running. Go get her man, and that's what Pat was saying. Go take care of your man.
Yeah, it was a Drew versus Finn.
Clash at the Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, that's right. God dang it. Clash at the Castle. See,
Grayskull?
Yeah, sometimes. I don't have a whole lot of notes on the match, but it was a good match.
It was pretty good. It was those two throwing down, and how did he get the pin? Because it looked like it was over.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, and then it was over, and then he got that quick Claymore out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that's how it ended.
Well, that's how
Distraction
McIntyre came with a Claymore and then won.
I think it was New Day.
I don't know. I don't have the notes. I was half asleep when I.
Yeah. It was a good show.
It was
all around a good show. I like the Liv moments, but it never gave any more after it. I was waiting for something to come about with Liv and everything like that, but it never happened.
Always leave him with wanting more.
Exactly. Always.
All right, grades for this week.
For Raw,
I give it I don't know if I just wasn't feeling the whole thing, so I'd give it a B+.
I think it was a good B.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was progressive. It's always progressive. And it was a pretty decent go-home show. Then some parts were left undone, like you said, always wanting more. Left undone.
Yeah. The way that they used truth in this segment or this episode of Raw was on point.
And they had two weird scenarios going on at the same time, which was crazy. Because we had the Liv key card Judgment Day, and then we have Miz looking for truth, and then he's in there with Scarlett. So it was kind of like a lot of things going on at once.
Yeah, good show.
It was a good show. It was a good show. I don't know if those Easter eggs, if I was digging too deep for the WCW and AEW knocks, but makes sense.
Yeah. When he threw him into the trailer, I'm thinking, oh damn, he just Rey Mysterio'd that dude.
Yep. That's exactly what everybody probably thought too.
Yeah.
And Ricochet
I said it before, but one of my biggest memories from WCW was seeing Ray getting lawn darted into the trailer.
Yeah.
Because it was so big at that point in time.
And I loved, like I said, repeating myself, I said about watching the Who Killed WCW, and on the one point of it, they were pointing out that you didn't see everything. All you seen that segment, Rey Mysterio hit that trailer. Everybody else was laid out, and they left it to your imagination how that happened. And they all had baseball bats and everything like that. Everybody was laid out. Then Ray came and they slammed Ray into the trailer, not through the window what Ray asked for. But yeah,
right.
I'll give it a B+. I thought it was really good. I love the progression in it. It was still progressing. It was a go home show. Liv looked sexy laying on that box, and what she said to him. I love this Liv character with Dom. It's great.
We'll see what they do.
What they do. Maybe they'll break up Judgment Day like you want.
Give me something to go
Say I
on.
wanted that to happen. That's what it looks like it's gonna happen.